Fellow female activists and anyone new, hello, hello. Cathy is here, your wellness coach. We are in our wellness playlist. We are talking about movement, okay? And we are still in our series of our safety in motion. So we are in our high-5 techniques. This is part 4, okay? We are talking about point your toe and go. Okay, so before we start, we will begin with our positive quotient repetitions, our PQ reps. And uh, anyone new here, this is similar to what you would do when you wanted to get into your meditation mind. Very similar, but it's actually the root of why meditation works. Okay, so connecting your head with your body. That's what we're trying to do here. So you can be sitting, laying down. I'm standing, and that's fine. So what we're going to do is only if you feel safe, okay? Feel free to close your eyes and think about a tall, tall spine. Think about growing your tallest self, okay? And what we're going to do is I want you to put one of your hands on your belly. And without changing your breath, just notice what's happening to your hand. And now we're going to go ahead and change our breathing pattern purposely, but we're going to keep our hand on our belly. And at your own pace, go ahead and take a longer inhale through your nose and then exhale out with a sigh and notice what happens to your hand. Here we go. Inhale and exhale when you want. Go ahead, inhale and exhale. Uh, And exhale one more time. Sorry, inhale one more time. And then exhale. Now go ahead and bring your two palms together. And with such intention, feel the fingertips of each finger touching the opposite and rub your hands together with intention. Do you feel your fingertip ridges? Do you maybe even feel your fingerprints? Feel free to let your fingers explore the opposite palm. What sensations are you bringing up? Do you feel friction? Are you creating heat? And go ahead and let that go. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and blink them open and come back. Awesome. I know I feel a little less frazzled. It's always a little, uh, heightened awareness when we are in front of a camera. So it felt good to take myself back into my body so that I am more aware. So I am more in tune with what I'm doing. So awesome. So I hope you feel just like I do. So again, today we are in part 4 of 5, and this is the safety motion high-5 techniques. So I will make sure that in this description you have the previous 3 um, techniques linked. But today we're talking about point your toe and go. Okay, so I'm going to read what point your toe and go entails. So why do we care to make sure that we're pointing the toe to go? We want to reduce the twisting strain on your back and knees. And how do we do this? We pre-position one foot back when stacking. So, for instance, if you're stacking to the left or to the left, you're going to have your left foot back. If you're stacking to the right, you're going to have the right foot back. You will step first to point your toe, then hand off items. Okay. When sitting, you want to push back and turn before reaching off to side or behind. So in other words, we get lazy, right? As humans, and we try to take shortcuts. That's what ends up getting us into predicaments we otherwise should not have been in. Point your toe and go is a perfect example, actually, of why it's important to get in tune with your body in the first place. So PQ repping is a perfect way to then be aware of why point your toe and go is so important. Why? Because now I'm very aware of how my body feels, right? I've been put back, I've dropped my body, or I should say I dropped my mind, right? My brain, and it's connected back into my body where it should be. And so I am more aware of if I want to do something, i.e., if I want to pick this chair up, I'm just not going to like bring it to me. No, I'm going to actually go through those other techniques that I've been learning and really think about them because I want my body to be in tune with whatever I'm thinking about. And I don't want to have any adverse effects to it. So point your toe and go. So why is this important? Again, we're trying to alleviate, okay, or eliminate as much as possible any type of back strain, okay? And I think that it's onus on us, especially as we move on in years, to realize that, okay, if you are lucky enough, right, to be, let's say, like me, level 50, okay, I'm in menopause. So my body is changing, and I know I can do more to help it. But at the same time, something as simple as making sure that when I pick up an item, I am not risking twisting my back. I'm going to face that object as best I can, be in the green zone when I decide to pick it up, right? That's what we learned previously, all right? So point your toe and go. So here's a perfect example of that. So I want this, okay, to come to the right. So to reduce the strain on my back, even though this is light, it doesn't matter. Something this light can still hurt my back. Why? Because if I'm doing this, I'm twisting. So remember, I brought this up previously. This is neutral. Our back is straight. Okay. At any point when I slightly go from one side to the other, that's not neutral anymore. I am twisted. Okay. So any degree beyond neutral or straight is a twist. So if I am constantly going at something and I'm not straight in front of it, or I'm trying to get it closer to me so that it can be closer and then I can make it straight, I'm putting a lot of undue pressure, okay, on my back. So if I wanted to then take this chair and then put it over here, which is kind of diagonal, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take that right foot back, okay? And preferably, it's going to be right behind me because what I'm going to do instead of what I was going to do is I'm going to step back. This is coming, okay? And what am I going to do? Now I am totally okay because I didn't torque in any such way. I picked up the item, okay? So that foot is forward because I have two hands, but the foot that I want to go in that direction of, I'm going to first put it back, which is my left. I'm picking it up and now I'm twisting, but the object is right next to me, so there is no major strain. And now it's in front of me, and now it's down. So again, you want to point your toe where you're trying to twist, okay? At no time do I want to have 2 feet together and then try to do this. No, that's not advantageous. You want to make sure that the way that you want to go, that is where your foot is going to come out. Okay. Um, Same goes for when you're stacking something, okay, or when you're putting your hand, okay, or taking your hands off something. So an example would be this. I want to, okay, and that's okay because again, my foot was forward. I want to take this, okay, and I want to put it here. So I want to take this item. Again, it's not heavy, but I don't want to just plop it there. I want to think about this. So you can do this two ways, okay? Um, we're going to put it close to us, so it's in our green zone. Then I want to step back with my right because I'm going to turn to the right. I'm going to turn to the right, okay? Then I'm going to walk with the item, and then my left foot comes first, then the right, and now I do that. So did that take longer than just shifting it over here? Yeah, it did, but there was no pressure on my back. So yeah, I could have just said, oh, I'm going to put this over here. But guess what? I've then, and it's okay to be again in the yellow or red zones, but why put yourself through that? So here's an example of what I could do. I'm going to still, okay, pick it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my left foot to the left side because that's where I'm going. So I'm going to pick up the load, left foot, and guess what? So I've saved myself some time, but I didn't hurt my back. I didn't twist it at all. You have to be willing, you get to be willing to take extra time because it's going to save you time later. You're not going to be in an ER in back pain. You're not going to get to have to take time with a physical therapist. Not that there's anything wrong with going to a chiropractor. With someone like me who has scoliosis, I honestly should be going to a chiropractor as much as often just so that I can keep my alignment as best possible. It gets, I get out of alignment constantly. That's just what happens. But point your toe and go can save you so much extra effort. Oh, okay. And then the sitting one is always very fun. Um, when you are sitting, you often will torque and you're not even aware of it. So, as an example, um, I'm going to show you. So, it's very easy to get complacent. And this doesn't have rollers. I guess I should just get the one, but I don't feel like moving anything. But this is even better because it can't move. So I'm sitting and I want what's behind me. A lot of people would try to do this, what I just did, right? And then try to pick it up. No, no, no. Instead, okay, how about you just turn your body ever so slightly until which time you're actually facing the item. Now, funny enough, there's a wheelchair right there, or there's a chair that has wheels. So I could use that to totally show you. But the concept being, okay, right here, and I'm being extra careful so I don't contradict myself. But if I want something here, instead of doing this, no, let's go ahead and just space what you want and then pick it up. Okay, why? Because you're trying to take the pressure off your back. Believe me, as you advance, okay, thank goodness, right? Um, and you increase in level, you want to keep as much mobility as possible. And this is exactly why the high-5 techniques work so well because they help you, again, stay as mobile as possible through ergonomics. Okay. So point your toe and go. Always, always use again, the side that you want to go, that's where that foot leads. Okay. And only after you put yourself in that better position do you start to turn, right? I don't want you to think about this as extra work. Think about it as actually saving, again, saving your longevity, because it's when you are being careful and mindful that you resist any type of injury where you actually can, again, be in a better position for a lot longer. And right now, as we fight fascism, we need to really think about staying in the best health ever, because we don't know what type of medical support we're going to have moving forward, right? Until we reestablish a democracy that has working, functioning federal agencies and medical care. So, with that, point your toe and go. Always, always, again, when you're thinking about moving something, okay, you want to always, all right, send yourself in the best position by having the toe go where you want the object to go. All right. So again, toe here, right? Always, always. All right. And when you're trying to move it and twist, right, then we already know that your back foot is where that twisting is happening. Okay. So I applaud you for sticking with me. And in the comments, go ahead and let me know, have you tried out any of these different techniques and how do they work for you? And what did you notice? Okay. With that, we will see you next time. Take care, take charge. God bless.